The town of Boonton, New Jersey is one with an area of 2.5 square miles and a population of about 8,000 people. Officially chartered in 1867, the town is as rich in history as it once was in iron. In 1830, in what is now Grace Lord Park, an iron works was constructed that processed iron carried along the newly built Morris Canal. In fact, parts of the building remain in the park today. The iron industry was the primary source of Old Boonton's income up until 1876. The iron company, which provided most of the town's payroll and owned most of the land, collapsed in that year. It was then that Boonton decided to no longer rely on a single industry to support its economy. Boonton's historic Main Street is the cultural center of the town, home to many small businesses, restaurants, a radio station, and numerous art galleries.
When I came to Boonton, that was the first time I had ever come to Boonton, and I grew up in New Jersey, but I just never ended up here. And I love it. I fell in love with it instantly.
I chose Boonton 30 years ago to be the home of Broadfoot and Broadfoot because I was touring through Boonton to go down to Mendham, and on my way back, coming home from Mendham, I parked the car and saw Boonton and I fell in love with it.
When we first opened, during the time, this was like 2009, up and down the street there was tons of empty businesses. You know, we started bringing some people to town and other people saw what we were doing and liked what we were doing, and then we started seeing more and more galleries open up in town.
I think Boonton does a lot to support the arts. We have the Dog Days of Summer every year. There are several galleries here in town, so I think Boonton's a great place to be.
We get a lot of support from the town government. They are always very supportive of the projects that we do, and also Boonton Main Street organization as well.
We actually directly partner sometimes with an organization like Boonton Arts. It's another nonprofit in town, and they created really cool displays and murals.
I've seen a lot of changes here in Boonton, but I think the biggest part is people's participation. Things like events like First Friday.
There are First Friday events we have our farmers market organization, and through that we bring in different crafters or vendors, musicians, artists that come in and can put their work either on display or exhibit it through an event like Music on Main. It's one of our First Fridays.
Arts really can revive the town for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And I feel like in Boonton's case, definitely.
What's really cool and unique is that art is a very big part of Boonton itself, and there's so much history here, and the arts has done a great job of really telling our story as a town.